I start with blocking out basic helmet shape of the head. And in the beginning I try to keep it really simple. As you can see, I'm just creating basic primitives and trying to block out different body parts out of them. At this point I concentrate only on the big shapes of the body. I don't care about separate muscle groups. I'm concentrating on the volumes and proportions. After finishing the shape of the torso, I switch to the legs. I try to simplify all the shapes and just pulling them out from the sphere using grab brush. You can actually use any primitive you want, but I prefer using sphere for this kind of tasks. In this case, character didn't have the feet shown in the concept art, so I myself decided to make it and decided to sculpt her standing on her toes and also to model a high heels. After the feet and high heels were done, I switched to blocking out the shoulders and the basic arm shapes. And you can see I decided to sculpt the arms right away in the pose, because why not to do that if we can save some time. The buttocks I also like to sculpt from the sphere, because that's obvious. I think it's the best shape that we can use for this body part. For the shapes of the palm and the breasts, I also used spheres. Then I outlined the clavicles, fixed the breast shapes a little bit, and appreciated the overall proportions. And if you want to learn sculpting, I've got multiple courses for artists of different levels. In these courses I share my personal approach to creating characters in Blender, starting from how I set up my Blender workspace all the way to making a complete detailed character from scratch. You can find them in my ArtStation store, the link is in the description. I pulled out the basic shape for the bat from the simple cylinder. Then I switched to blocking out one of the most complex parts in the human body, hands. I broke fingers into 3 separate parts, then joined them and duplicated them. For the second hand, I decided just to mirror the one that I had and change its position according to the concept. After finishing up the second hand, I noticed that I need to scale up the body a little bit. Now I finally switched to my favorite part, sculpting the head. And I started with shaping out the basic features of the female face. Then I added another sphere to block out the ear. In the next stage, I started painting out the eye shapes with the Draw Sharp brush. After that, I also fixed the areas around the eye and switched to the nose. After the nose shape was more or less finished, I started painting the basic shapes of the lips. The area around the mouth and nose is very important, which is underestimated by many beginners, so usually I spend some time on it. Now I'm creating a sphere and placing it in the eye shape that I have sculpted already and polishing the shapes a little bit more around. Now it's time to paint the eyeballs and sculpt the eyelashes and brows. For that I painted the mask and extracted the mesh from the mask. Here I'm showing you one of the easiest ways of sculpting eyelashes if you want to make it really quick for your character. So basically you pull them out from the mesh that you have extracted previously with the snake hook brush, and then you just give them really dark color. As you see, after that I switched back to painting the eyes, changed viewport shading to flat, and painted additional details on her eyes. After that I painted the eyebrows and fixed a little bit the shapes of the eyes. I wanted to bring them closer to concept art. I added a simple cylinder to put it in her mouth for the teeth, and also used another cylinder to model her cigarette. After that I worked a bit more on her mouth, eyes, and added details to her ears. Then, using the mask, I fixed her lips a little bit and switched to blocking out her hairs. So when I block out the hairs, I also like to use simple primitives. And then I use very basic brushes like grab and draw sharp to add secondary forms. And I always say in my live streams that hairs is one of my most favorite parts to sculpt, because when you sculpt hairs you can just flow. When you sculpt hairs you need to avoid straight lines, everything should be curvy and dynamic. But at this point it was just a blockout face. After that I started modeling her glasses, which is very easy in Blender. You just go to the edit mode and start extruding the vertices. For the lens I used simple plane and just give it a shape and added some thickness with solidify modifier. And the cube was used for the temple. I think the nose pads wasn't the most important part of the glasses, but I don't know, I decided to do them too, using simple primitives as you see in the screen. After the color to the glasses was applied, I came back to add some strands to the hairs. And at this point her head and body were ready and I could start posing, but before that I decided to add some details to the bat and also to polish some body parts. Now when I pose the characters, I like to use origin points to set them wherever I want and move the body parts according to the placement of this yellow dot, which is called in Blender origin point. I didn't see that someone is doing that in YouTube, but I found this way is very useful for myself, so I use it pretty often. When I'm satisfied with the pose, I normally join all the objects and polish the seams. After the pose and polishing was done, I decided to start sculpting her clothes, and one of the best ways to sculpt clothes in Blender is to use mask. And simply extract the mask and do whatever clothes you want from that. The lower part of her dress I decided to make from the cylinder. Added a couple of more edge loops to the upper part of the cylinder, added shrink wrap modifier to specific vertices to make that part of the dress looking tight. Then added thickness with solidify modifier and switched to the knees. After that I worked a little bit more on the shapes of the dress and applied a dark color. For the wrinkles I normally use draw sharp brush by applying quick but very light strokes. It's also very useful to hold and release control button if you want to sculpt convex or concave parts of the wrinkles. At this point, almost everything was ready and I started painting the skin of the model. One of the last things that I did before rendering was that fabric strap on her neck. As you can see, again, I did it from the cylinder and gave it a dark color. And I just duplicated it to her hands. And then also I did the earrings and I used just very simple modeling techniques for that. Composed it from simple primitives, put it on lace and simply duplicated it for the second ear. Since it was just a live stream, I just painted her nails on top of the fingers and then really quick made a necklace using array modifier. I placed the necklace where I wanted to and then just worked a bit with the grab brush to give it asymmetrical shape. And since I needed a couple of more, I just duplicated it and then again moved with the grab brush. I don't have much to say about the cross, it was just a scaled and duplicated cube and placed on her necklace. Finally, the model was done and I switched to lighting. For that I used lighting setup from my previous projects. At some point I noticed that I forgot to paint her lips, so I had to go back and fix that really quick. Next you can see how I was just setting up materials. They were very basic, mainly just vertex colors. And for some metal parts I was applying metalness. Nothing too much specific. Because the goal of this project was just to practice sculpting and quick presentation. Now when everything is done, you can check a couple of final renders in the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe and tell me what you think about this format in the comments below. Bye bye.
I like 'em nasty, cause you know that I'm a freak. Bad, make a this crashing out, cause he know what only time he seeing me is when he fly me overseas. He done spend a cool 100, but you know that ain't enough. Make it rain, told him throw it on my heard it's the free 2 girls 1 cup. Told him slow down, baby, damn, I'm finna take it straight up out the counter, cause I like my money.